everybody. Welcome back for another episode of the Giveaway Show. This is the second to the last episode of the Giveaway Show Season 6. Excited to be here with you. We got one more episode of the Giveaway Show before we go on hiatus for the Christmas break and some downtime between seasons. Man, it's been a cool season. It's been a fun season. We've had some cool stuff with some great panel members. So we're going to do some cool giveaways tonight. And then especially for the official Christmas episode next week, we'll be doing that as well. But I'm excited because I'm joined here by the one whose voice you know so well now, as well as the future Batman himself. He's hanging out here, and I've already dropped the first giveaway hashtag in the chat. Got a couple of cool books held over from last week that we're going to give away tonight. And we've also got a channel member upgrade giveaways. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, check it out here on the page. One of the best values on YouTube when it comes to channel membership. Packed with value, including channel member only live streams, early access to videos, and at the right tier levels, you can get comic books shipped to you with fun stuff inside just based on what you like. Not just a random mystery box built that you can purchase. So make sure to check it out. Hashtag Star Wars is what you want to do, because we're going to be talking about Star Wars as well as a bunch of other TV and movie presentations that have come out. This is our TV and movie media roundup, so we're going to be talking about all that stuff. Before we do that, though, quick word from our channel sponsors. We're going to be having a new commercial that will debut next season of the giveaway show, but we're going to run this same one just because I love that drone footage. And so check this out real quick. Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys.
What's up, everybody? It's Carl's Collects Comics here, and I want to take a second to tell you about a sponsor of this video, Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys. And if you're looking for your next favorite comic shop, this is the spot. Tons of back issues, all the key books you could be looking for, a friendly and helpful staff, and 3 locations across the greater Houston area region: Lake Jackson, NASA, and Galveston. So make sure and check out Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys.
Awesome. So if you're in the greater Houston area, there are 3 convenient locations of Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys. If you want to access their back issue bins, their legendary back issue bins, but you're not in the greater Houston area, you can tune in this Friday night for Comics on Demand, our brand new live stream auction and claim sale event where you can actually request certain books from the back issue bins. We'll go through, see what they have in stock, and you can purchase it right then and there during the broadcast. So it's been a lot of fun. We'll be back this Friday, and then we'll be back next Friday. Had a family emergency this past Friday, so we were not able to do the broadcast as scheduled, but we will be back this Friday and next Friday. Coincidentally, also, for those who were wondering about when I mentioned the channel member only live stream, next Friday at 12 p.m. Central, I'll be doing that. It's an hour-long broadcast where I'm going to give you feedback and thoughts and tips on all the hottest top 10 lists that are going live. That is a channel member exclusive. So big shout out and thanks to our channel members. I'm going to do a quick shout out to everybody hanging out in the chat, and then we're going to get things rolling. Remember, hashtag Star Wars. Real quick, big shout out to channel sponsor Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys, because they're the reason we're able to keep doing the giveaway show. We got a slab here. We haven't had a slab on the giveaway block in a while. This is CGC 9.8 with white pages copy of Star Wars The Mandalorian #1, the concept art edition. I only had one of these, but we're throwing it out into the community. Free slab. You don't even pay shipping on it, just for typing in hashtag Star Wars. That's the first.
I think Chad wanted to give me that.
Otherwise, we got a couple of really cool variant covers that we're going to be giving away for Poison Ivy from 2 of my favorite artists, Pablo Villalobos and David Nakayama. Beautiful, beautiful work that they did. We're holding those over from last week and give them away as the 2 prizes tonight. All right, so Las Cruces is popping in and saying hello from New Mexico. Australian AC is saying good day from down under. Darth Lucian is saying, I've narrowed it down to who the new Venom is, and they said that he goes by Swedish time. It's either Paul or Carlos. I thought that was incredibly funny and witty. You got the hashtag Star Wars. Big shout out if anybody is watching us on Twitch. Thanks for being there. What's up, El Green Machine? Big thanks to one of our initial original channel members. He's been with us now for a while. Dagger Cards, the same. Excited. I wish I had any kind of a role in Star Wars, even as like a chubby stormtrooper. I would take it in a heartbeat.
They don't have any.
There's a Cross Collects Comics logo. Steven Spock, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. There's Darth Lucian popping in again. Phil Ailing, good to see you as well. Wolverado, hashtag Empire Strikes Back. Yes, forever the best Star Wars film. Followed very closely by the original, and then distantly by Rogue One. And I think
Rogue One,
films. Steven Spock just saying, what's up, El Green Machine, responding. Joffrey Castro, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I just handled a couple of your books that you've got, some giveaway books. Y'all should see my dining room table. It is filled with giveaway books as we get the packages ready. After next week's episode, they're all getting shipped out. So, we'll empty the box. Let's see here. We got Liz Barnes. What's up? Good to see you. As always, hashtag Team Paul. All right, David Dotson saying what's up to everybody. Good to see you as well, buddy. Let's see. There's Wolverado. There's Gerald Yates. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Harm's Way Chad. What's up? Good to see you. Another channel member. Thank you for being a part. Mr. Collector dropping in and saying what's up. Silver Eagles, which is Gerald Yates, says hello. What's up, party people? Let's see. Wolverado. Harm's Way Chad. Happy channel member here. Hey, we're happy to have you aboard. Make sure and consider joining the channel in the last couple episodes. Liz Barnes again, Wolverado. Let's see who else we got here. Man, it would be great to win a Star Wars giveaway. It would for sure. Let's see. Oh, of course, who would slip into the giveaway? Hashtag Star Wars. There's Paul doing that for flavor. All right, Carl's. Pull me the new Werewolf by Night for Friday. Hopefully a variant. If you will, hey, I will look as soon as I get there. Let's see. Hashtag No Paul Wednesday. Chat did not say that. LOL. Lobos goodness. Yep, I agree. And hey, Wolverado, 15 months. Man, has it really been that long? How's the time flown by? All right. Well, hey, to the almost 20 people that are watching, make sure and hit that like button if you haven't already. Let me go ahead and bring out our guys that are here hanging out backstage. What's up, fellas? Let's let Paul say hello to everybody. First up.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Me and Billy are in the spirit. You know, these guys aren't in the spirit, but thank y'all for being here tonight. Hit the thumbs up for us. Share it out. Wolverado, I thought you would be longer as a member. I guess you must have forgot to renew, but okay, it's all right. 15 months, okay. But thank y'all for showing up tonight. Thank y'all for always supporting us. And future Batman is here, guys. So me and Billy really got our work cut off for us. And then we don't know what Carl's is going to tell y'all, but we'll be here, guys.
All right, let's keep it going to Jen, the future Batman. What's up?
What's up, y'all? How you guys doing? Having a fantastic evening right now. Let's get the show going.
Nice. Okay, good. I was worried that you were having a rougher evening, but holding it together for us. All right, good deal, man. Hey, it's good to have you on, Jen. Same to you, Paul. Hey, there's C. Cole. What's up, buddy? Mr. Collector says, "Don't worry, Billy. Help is on the way. Stay strong." And Wolverado says, "I started back when Paul had real black hair."
That's a lie. Because it should have been longer than Wolverado.
That was a couple of weeks ago.
You want to know something? I met with a client yesterday. Do you know how old they said they thought I was?
55.
Whoa.
You shut your mouth. All right, future Batman.
I just chose a number. Like,
No,
you think it was
I had
28?
a client actually said, I thought you were about 29 or 30.
I can
Hell
see
no.
that.
What?
29, 30?
All right, we're
said,
going to get started, guys.
No, I said I am flattered. Thank you so much for
Wow.
that.
When I first met you, I thought you
tried to butter
reminded
up to
me of
you.
John Lovitz.
They wanted that discount. They're
It's
like,
a
"What?"
ladies' night.
You can get kicked off before we even start the discussion. All right, that's horrible. That's terrible. All right, Steven Spock says, "Is that you time to that?
I'm sorry.
Is that you time to that? What's up? What's up, Tino73? Good to see you. All right, Joffrey Castro, watch that spelling. It's Star Wars, not Stat Wars. It was the G string, Carlos. Oh,
29 and 30. Well, I tell you.
Yeah,
really.
yep. They thought I was between 29. Both of them.
I just want to stay in the chat. If y'all believe them, thumbs up. If y'all don't, thumbs down.
Hey, they can say whatever. I mean, it's true. It happened. My day
Carlos
was made.
shaves. He looks like he's 18. So let's just hold your horses. Because if he shaves, he's 18. So let's. We all
That's
shave.
true.
Right?
And I add about 10
For me,
pounds to my
small.
if I shave. All right.
The camera
Harmful shots in my hood. It's hashtag Stab Wars. That sounds dangerous. What's up, Rafael Jimenez? Good to see you as well. Glad that y'all are all hanging out with us. Hey, to the 20-ish people that are watching, make sure to hit that like button so we get this thing kicking. All right, remember, I'm going to give y'all just another second, then we're going to bring up the giveaway tool. But hey, tonight is the media roundup. We're going to get super raw right now as we discuss this. I'm sure there's going to be differing opinions on these different projects because, fandom is all over the place right now. I don't know, and it remains to be seen on almost all of these. Can quality hold up, or are we in for another roller coaster ride? So, okay, there's more comments coming in about my age. Hey, Liz Barnes, thanks for keeping count. Hey, if there's only 16 likes, but there's 20 people watching, some extra people need to drop some likes for us. All right, so we're going to be starting off with Star Wars. There's 3 different projects that we're going to be talking about. I'm going to get that. Let's see. We're going to get it started here with the Star Wars discussion. All right. So to the panel and to you, the chat. There's 3 projects that are coming up that we're going to talk about. The first of them, it was a little bit of a pleasant surprise. It's called Skeleton Crew, and it's basically the Goonies meets Star Wars with pirates. And I thought, wow, I was kind of shocked when it came out, but I was worried about it. The whole thing hasn't aired yet. We're into episode 3 now, only I think of 8, and these are shorter episodes. I think they're around 20ish. They vary around 20 to 30 minutes a piece. But yeah. So I personally was, I thought it was sweet. I thought it was Disney veering back to the Disney I remember growing up. And it was Star Wars, but with that Goonies flair. And it was interesting, the location, the primary location where it starts out, because it was a lot like Earth. So it was kind of relatable. I'm kind of pre-watching it to kind of watch for any content and messaging and any of that kind of stuff before I let the girls watch it. But probably about episode 4 or 5, if it holds up, I'm probably gonna let them start watching it because I think that they'd really like it. And I remember, I grew up with the Goonies, which if you don't know the Goonies, you need to stop what you're doing immediately, find it on streaming and watch it, or better yet, buy a DVD or Blu-ray copy and watch that. But yeah, I thought Skeleton Crew was exactly that. I mean, it was a little bit bland, and to my adult sensibilities now, it definitely wasn't like Andor level of sophistication, but it was sweet, and it was kind of like it harkened back to an older age of episodic and entertainment. So, but I'm curious, chat, what did you think of it? And by the way, I love the fact that Jude Law is in it and that he's into the Star Wars universe, because I think this was a fantastic project for him. So yeah. So, but what do you think, chat? What did y'all think? And then also, what panel? I'm going to throw it back to y'all and see what do you guys think of it. Have y'all watched it yet?
Have I watched what?
Star Wars.
I knew you would let me down. I knew it.
No, I mean, you guys. I've told you this in the past that I don't really support anything that's coming out that's Marvel now. I mean, it's even DC now. Like I didn't watch Agatha. I didn't watch that. I haven't watched Star Wars. Wow. I'm not going to watch the new trilogy. I'm not. No. I don't care about it. They're not releasing anything, or they're not adding any substance and quality to any of these characters that I give a shit about. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you're telling me that Rey is going to be like the in the next trilogy. She's like one of the most hated characters in the last trilogy. Nobody cared about
the Jedi.
No, but nobody cares. I don't care. I mean, you guys care so much about it. Because, hey man, hey Chad, if you like that beta shit, you can always go and watch those movies. And I'm not, and that's why they're continuously struggling. I mean, what is it? Ryan Reynolds said this in Deadpool and Wolverine. I just recently rewatched it, and he goes, "Hey, nice." He's like, "Hey, buddy, you're joining. Welcome to the MCU. You're joining at a very low, by the way." I mean, everybody laughed. Everybody laughed.
Yeah, but that's why there's no Deadpool 4
it's
now.
True though, because people understand that this is like the lowest point for the MCU and possibly even for Star Wars. I mean, listen to your fans. How about that? Let your fans be your voice. Of opinion. You know.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. I knew you wouldn't let me down. All right. Well, I don't know what
Paul loves that. He lives.
And he loves controversy.
Sometimes he's not wrong, but that's why there's no Deadpool 4, guys, because of what he just said right there. Deadpool 4 is not coming, but I kind of agree with Future Batman a little bit. I didn't like this one. Give me Rogue Squadron. Give me the new trilogy. We need the new trilogy already. We can see what Future Batman's feeling. We need the new trilogy. We need to complete the Star Wars line. I don't know what we're going with this other stuff.
Wait, hang on. Wait, but you know that right now what they're saying is the new trilogy is Rey-centered, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So that's what you want?
Yeah, that's what we all want.
We don't want Rey in the new trilogy. Come on, look, man, give us
give us Rogue Squadron. Give us the new trilogy.
Look, I have the original.
He's baiting you, Jim. He's baiting you.
Yeah, I bet he is. Give us the Thrawn trilogy, man. I mean, that's what we want. Is we wanted to see what Luke's kids were gonna grow up to look like. He has Jay. He has what is it called? I'm trying to remember his kids' names, man. It's been so long since I've read the novel. And they're twins, right? And the thing is. It's that whole balance that they were talking about in the last trilogy was from those books. In order to have good, you have to have bad, all that stuff. One of the kids turns into a Sith. So, they didn't follow any of those. You have, what's her name? Catherine Kennedy. She came out and said, there's not enough Star Wars material. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, she was the greatest director ever.
Turned one of those kids, especially the female. She's a strong character. You could have turned her into a badass, but no, they just came up with this.
For that matter, Mara Jade. It's criminal that she got left out.
Yeah, but the problem
that was a really strong female character.
Like I said, give us Rogue Squadron and give us the new trilogy, guys. We need it.
So the thing is, I really enjoyed Solo, even though it was poorly written. I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed it. I just didn't like it. Was good. When you're going to get your passport or your driver's license or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, what's your last name?" "Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of by myself. I'll call myself Solo." I mean, no. Why would you write that in? Why do that? It's such lazy
Because
writing.
that was a perfect way.
Okay, real quick, because we're veering off topic. Real quick, okay. How did you like Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo?
He was all right. I mean, I didn't have a problem with him because they're not going to have Harrison Ford CGI'd forever.
Yeah,
you can't have. You have to have a younger actor that's eventually going to have to take over, and they're going to have to, continue on with those missing links, those missing pieces, and then maybe that character will go on. He won't be as good as Harrison Ford. I mean, Harrison Ford will always be our Solo, but my issue with that movie was, and a lot of the things that the problem with like Disney and is that it's almost like they dumb things down like we're stupid. It's like everyone in this chat has an ability to think for themselves, but apparently they have to dumb it down so you guys can understand. Like I can understand, like Paul can. Maybe for Paul, right? I mean,
well, I don't know what you're talking about. I think this guy playing Solo is the greatest Solo ever. We don't need Harrison Ford, so I don't know what you're talking about.
What I'm saying is that the problem
we need to bring the new trilogy and complete
is that they're focusing on the wrong things. They dumb things down to make us like feel like we don't understand what they're trying to present. Like Christopher Nolan sort of did that in his movies, but he would say some really long, articulate word or a scientific word, and then he would say, "Oh, by the way, it does this. Oh, it's like sonar." Blah blah blah. Right? Well, in the Star Wars movies,
catch the audience attention to get you.
In the Star Wars movies, their general focus is not even on telling the story. Their focus is on
Squadron. That's what it is.
Oh, I'm Han Solo. Where'd you get your last name from? Oh, I got my last name. I just made it up. Just right now, I just made up my last name.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, I was not a fan of Solo.
What?
I hated it. I did not like Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo. I didn't like the film. I didn't like even Paul Bettany as the villain. Not working. The one little cool part was the cameo by Darth Maul. But even then,
that was
like
cool.
So nonsensical. It just was like I was like, why would you not have just dropped him in as the villain? Like you have an insanely popular character that by George Lucas's admission got killed off too early. Why just tease him at the end of the first film? Why not? He should have been the villain.
Yeah,
he should have gotten made to fight another day.
Well, he has this big moment in Clone Wars for those that
I don't know what y'all two are talking about. That was the greatest movie ever.
No, it wasn't.
They need to make more of those.
They tried, and I get, because remember, like if you fire your directors halfway through, like pretty much all the way through filming,
right, Billy?
It doesn't matter who they bring in after that to try to fix it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. But I think that there was, I don't know why Lord and Miller were even brought in the first place, because it just wasn't kind of like it wasn't a good fit. It was a mismatch from the.
No, it wasn't. I agree with you. I enjoyed.
I don't know what they're talking about, Chad.
I enjoyed the movie. I did. I enjoyed it. I didn't hate the movie or anything. I enjoyed it.
Right, because it was a great movie.
There were a lot of movies that are bad that I enjoyed. Like I enjoyed Morbius. It was a really bad.
We're going to get to the Sony Spider-Verse. Don't worry, we're going to get you. All right, so hey, let's finish up with Andor. Did either of you watch Andor season 1?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you, Jen, just like you've recommended stuff to me in the past, I'm going to recommend watch Andor season 1.
Okay, I will.
Tell me that that's not on a whole different level. Like to go back and it felt like going back for a second helping of Rogue One, but minus the war stuff.
I like
the good political intrigue parts of Rogue One. It just expanded on that and like kind of the Star Wars lore. Like, okay, you want to know why I think Andor worked? Because I just read about this week. All right, I think it worked because do you remember before George Lucas sold Star Wars to Disney, he was working on a live-action Star Wars TV show, and it was going to be called Star Wars Underworld.
Okay.
They took elements of that and they injected it into Andor. And they took other elements, for other different stuff. But by all accounts, like, because I was really digging into the whole underworld thing to figure out, like, what would it have been like. And I think elements of that went into Andor. And I think that's part of, like the whole set, like this whole, like, kind of department of the Empire that we've never seen before, but it shows up in Andor.
Okay,
that came out of Andor. I mean, that came out of Star Wars Underworld.
So I just realized something. I mean, I'm not really watching you guys on the screen. I don't know if you guys can see me, but because usually I'm reading right here. It's like it says that Anthony Gilroy is the one that wrote it, and then I followed his work. So I was like, seeing his name attached to it is actually pretty good because I was a big fan of like the Bourne trilogy or the Legacy movies, and then he worked on them. He wrote those. So I'm reading right here that he worked. He wrote Rogue One. He did the reshoots on Rogue One.
Right. See, that's the connective tissue right there. The reason Rogue One ended up as good as it did was because Tony Gilroy came in and worked on it and helped shape it into what it was. Now, I mean, the previous director also did well because, like, just the concept was like a Star Wars war movie where, spoiler alert, everybody dies. That in and of it's like, that was bold. I remember when it came out, I was thinking, there's no way Disney's going to let them kill off the whole cast. But sure enough, the whole cast and then some were all gone by the end of it. And I just thought, man.
Harm's Way Chad agrees with you, too. He said Andor is freaking great. And so does Barnaby. Barnaby saying the same thing. And I agree with what Barnaby said at the top. He said, when you have no story, you just make everybody relate somehow. And I think that was, I mean, right. So yeah, I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. I just haven't had time to. But
I'll say, I think, okay. The best stuff to come out of Star Wars Disney was Rogue One, Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2, and then Andor season 1.
What?
I think hands down those are the best things to come out of Disney Star Wars. Even I put all three of them above The Force Awakens.
Oh, come on!
I was rewatching The Force Awakens, and the problem is it just doesn't. It doesn't hold up other than like nostalgia fodder, and it doesn't really add a whole lot to the. And I think part of it's forever tainted by the later two installments because there was not an overall story arc, and just again researching and reading about this, they threw out, like, George Lucas had actually really solid sequel ideas, but they threw it all out and just kind of picked and chose a couple of pieces, and that was it.
So this is
I'm gonna tell you, man, I liked him in Mandalorian, but his series just okay. Here's what happened.
It was called The Mandalorian.
They didn't have permission to use Boba Fett, so they created The Mandalorian. They created Din Djarin. That should have been Boba Fett. That should have been this, and I think they stuck with using Tamura Morrison, who I think he's a fantastic actor, but I don't think he can carry a show. There's such a thing as like a person or like an actor who can carry a show. Whether they're a name or not, they don't have to be a name, but they just have to be able to carry a show. And I don't think he was the right. I mean, he was never meant to be like the lead in an ongoing series. He was cast in a small role as this was something else about Star Wars Underworld. Guess who George Lucas was going to have play Boba Fett? It wasn't Tamura Morrison.
Carlos Collect.
No, he he was gonna have Daniel Logan.
What?
Remember the guy, the kid, the one who played Kid Boba Fett in Star Wars 2: Attack of the Clones? He was going to have him come back to play Boba Fett. And I just think that that's what you need. You need a younger, more active Boba Fett, and I don't think we got that in the book of Boba Fett. I mean, to each their own. To each their own. But he let the mountain kill him.
Well, see, this is my thing. Like you two are set in living in the past. For me, I want to do the new trilogy and move on forward with the Star Wars, like me and the chat want to do. So I don't know what y'all are. That's why I don't watch Andor. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, here's the deal. Okay, we all got different opinions. We're going to keep it going. Because speaking of the Mandalorian, we're going to talk about that as well. But let's get this giveaway done. Remember, hey, here's the deal. We're going to have new rules on giveaways starting with season 7, which is next season. We're going to be coming back on January I think it's either the 11th or the 17th. I'll be able to.
Yeah, I gotta check my calendar. Me and Billy gotta check.
Stop.
Just think we got like press, meet and greet, and all that. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We will be back on January 15th. We'll be back. We'll be here next Wednesday night, and then possibly, I don't know. I'm still checking. We might do a fun little Christmas Eve gathering, a virtual gathering, but we'll see. I'm still looking at calendars and seeing if it can work. But yeah, on January, season 7 will premiere on January the 15th. One of the new rules is that if you win a giveaway and you're a channel member, then you can claim the upgrade. If you are not a channel member and you gift it to a channel member, they cannot claim the upgrade. The winner that the dial lands on has to be the one that it has to be the channel member in order to claim the upgrade giveaway. So, all right. So here we go. We got extra people that have dropped in. Good to see y'all. Ryan Riley, Pops Mafia. Glad that y'all are here hanging out with us. Tony Stank, good to see you hanging out here as well, buddy. To the 20 plus people that are watching, thank you for the likes. Keep hitting that like button. We've got more giveaways to come. But let's go ahead and get this one started here. All right, Darth Lucian, I know, buddy, but hey, trust me, there's one thing I don't have a shortage of, and that is Star Wars books. So good luck to everybody. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Almost 30 people that entered. Remember, you got to be present to win. You got to claim it within a couple minutes here. All right, here we go.
Claim.
All right, let's see. Let's see who we got.
Oh, there. Oh,
stop it. Stop. Gerald Yates.
Oh, what?
Looks like Gerald Yates.
He won.
Gerald Yates is going to take it down. Now, here's the deal. Gerald Yates. Let me see here. Oh man, it's scroll all the way back to find your deal. Gerald Yates, if both accounts are not still channel memberships, then you're gonna have to. Okay, yeah, both of them are channel memberships. All right, cool. All right, man. Then you can choose. Let me know, Gerald. You either get your choice of these two or of one of these two. You're either gonna get your choice of one of these two variant covers, or you can grab the slab as a channel member. So let me know which one you want. Yeah, let me know which one you want. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can guess. But Gerald Yates, you have got like a massive box building. Slab me, baby. All right. Congratulations to Gerald Yates on this. Slab, this is a CGC 9.8 with white pages. Copy of Star Wars The Mandalorian #1. This is the concept art edition, so which is kind of cool. It was the only one of these I picked up. I had a massive order of Mandalorian #1s, but this is the only one I picked up. So congratulations, Gerald Yates. That's going to go to you. I will find another. Tell you what, just for Darth Lucian to give you a chance at it, I'm going to find another Star Wars slab to throw up here. This is number 141. I think episode 141, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Or maybe it's 140. I don't know. Losing count of the episodes. All right. Congratulations, Gerald Yates, and thank you for being a channel member twice over. All right, I'm gonna set that right there. And at the break, I'll grab another one. But hey, tune in because there's still plenty of cool stuff that you can win. Let's keep it going though. All right. So the Mandalorian movie has been announced. We just got a new piece of casting that the star of the Bear has joined the cast of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Jen, have you watched The Mandalorian?
Yeah, I love The Mandalorian.
Okay.
Mandalorian
So what do you
I think that's
what
probably
do you think
one of the best things that probably could have happened to the Star Wars TV, I guess, world or cinema or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with John, with his directing and writing for the being the showrunner for the shows. But I don't know, what were you going to say about Mandalorian? Well, I know we're going to talk about Star Wars, but if they are going to do Mandalorian and Grogu, the movie or whatever they want to do, I think you just need to bring back the same people that worked on the shows and what made it great. Because if this is your cutoff, this is your, finale, and you want to go out with a bang, make sure you bring back those people. That's what made the show so good. So that's all I got to say about that, man. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about The Mandalorian. And I do agree about what you said about Boba Fett. I mean, the fact that they had to bring The Mandalorian into the show just to save the show, that should already say enough about the writing for some of these shows that they're coming out with. But it's like I said, it's the quality and the work of writing is not there. I don't care if you push certain characters, but in order for you to push those characters, you need to have good writing. And, my last name is Solo because I can't remember my last name or where my family comes from.
Hey, man, that was a good guy that played Solo, man.
Yeah. So, like I said,
we don't need Harrison Ford.
So, anyways, no, I think it's gonna do good, man. I think the movie is gonna do well, especially if you bring back those showrunners and the people that helped the show get where it's at right now. So that's it, man. That's all I got to say about that. I don't really have anything else to say. Nothing negative about the show. So we can get the camera off of me and put it on the Silver Fox over there.
Silver Fox. And
right, I don't know what Future Batman was saying, but we all know who made The Mandalorian the greatest show ever. Yep. Put your hand up, Billy. Yep. This guy right here made the show, The Mandalorian, the success. Everybody was jumping, chasing after this after Billy. But
is that a turban on his head?
Now.
Did you put a turban on his head, or is that a hat?
So we may not see him. Maybe next season we may not see him because he's gonna be out there acting and playing the role. So we'll miss you, Billy.
But he might get shot.
This guy right here made The Mandalorian.
All right, hey, let's go to the chat real quick and see what the chat has to say. All right, so Darth Lucian says I have to argue Ahsoka was a good series. Okay, hey, you know what? Here's the deal. I love that different people love different things. Just because it wasn't my cup of tea doesn't mean it can't be yours. I love that Rosario Dawson was in it. I love that Thrawn made his live action debut. And that they incorporated live action versions of the rest of the Rebels animated series. I love that the animated series content is making its way over into live action. That's really cool. I just felt like there was a lot of issues with it. I think really, to me, honestly, the high point of the Ahsoka series was Balin's skull. I think is how Skull. It's how you say his name, Ray Stevenson is phenomenal, and he was underrated. I should say was underrated. You know, rest in peace. But he was fantastic in that role, and I was so hoping to see him back and do more because I thought he was like a high point. I was actually more impressed with his portrayal of that character than I was of the actor who played Thrawn. I was kind of disappointed and let down. I remember in one of the Star Wars boards, I was arguing that that guy was just really a lackluster casting choice. You know, he was the animated voice of the character, I think, and they brought him into live action. I just thought that was a huge missed opportunity. All I'm going to say is, like, my pick would have been, what if you took Christian Bale and cast him as Thrawn?
No.
In the Thrawn trilogy, that would have been phenomenal. He would have killed it. He would have killed it.
I kind of agree with Darth Lucian. I liked Obi-Wan when you got the fight between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, where he drug him to the floor and burning him because he knew that he had all that anger built in. So yeah, I like that part of that show.
Obi-Wan was good, but I didn't think it was as. Obi-Wan was good, but I didn't think
it was better than The Mandalorian. What do you mean?
No way. No way. I mean, it was good, but I feel like they spent too much time on what was her name, the new villain they created, the young woman,
the Inquisitor one.
Yeah, her. I felt like they spent too much time on her, and then I was kind of, you know, did you know? Okay, here's what's interesting. Did you know that in the original script, the original storyline that they were crafting, it was going to be Luke that goes on an adventure with Obi-Wan instead of Leia. But then something about, I don't know, something about like the balance or whatever of the cast.
It kind of made more sense. I like the girl that played Leia. She was more strong.
I'm not saying I had a problem with the actresses or the actress. I'm saying that the story itself, I just kind of, I don't know. I mean, I really wish that, I really wish it had been more Obi-Wan centric. I wish he had been doing more. I wish he had been like sleuthing across the galaxy instead of just kind of in hiding.
Well, he was hiding because the Empire was taking over.
I wish the inciting incident had been stronger, and it forced him to go off planet on his own, and on his own like kind of journey, and like had been a stronger, you know. I
he
love
had to go into hiding because the Jedis were all dead already.
Yeah, but I mean, man, there's been like, it's so funny how now that like Order 66 really didn't take out maybe like 2/3 of the Jedi, because all these different surviving Jedi keep popping up after Order 66.
Well, I mean, can I tell you something? I mean,
yeah,
those stormtroopers can't aim for shit. I mean, I was trying to tell you that last year. Remember when I was telling you about the stormtroopers? I mean, what do you think they're going to do?
Step in front
Be
of them
accurate? No, they're not accurate in any of these movies. I mean, anyways, your pick on Christian Bale as Thrawn would actually is actually not a bad pick. But if I was to recast that, I would probably choose Michael Fassbender. I would probably choose him as the character because of the way he looks, and also seeing him in the Ridley Scott Alien movies, kind of like being the antagonist android. What's his name? David. Seeing him play David, and how opportunist of a character he was, I think that would be almost like a nail on the coffin for, like right on spot for that character. But Christian Bale, like I said, he's a fantastic choice too. But it would be between those two. Like if I was a director, I'd be like, I don't know.
Dude, I gotta tell you, Jim, that is really good. That's really good. That,
Yeah, I
like
mean, you got a good choice too, but it just
Fassbender is like a really, oh man,
yeah,
like
he's
you
very
said,
versatile. He's
yeah,
great.
dude, he would be like, yeah, that would be pretty serious.
Yeah, I just watched 300 the other night, and when he has the shield over himself, and he's like, and will hide in the shade, and he starts laughing, and I'm like,
Yeah,
that's Michael Fassbender. I'm like, you never notice it when you first watched the movie because he wasn't a big name back then.
right, yeah, and the long hair.
It's like, holy crap! He's like, you know. But yeah, let's continue on. What else?
Yeah.
You guys
So okay, so real quick, here's the deal. Let me just put it out there. I'm going to be dropping this. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and add just for you, buddy. So you have a chance at it. This is Dr. Aphra number 23. Speaking of Darth Maul, this is the Darth Maul lightsaber variant. I don't know if y'all remember these. These were some of the sickest Star Wars covers I've ever seen, but they did a whole series of them with every Force-powered lightsaber user. So this is one of the regular giveaways along with these two covers. So any of these three, or if you remember, one of the best things to come out of Star Wars: The High Republic was this issue number 1, Stephanie Han's variant, featuring one of the new characters and Yoda. So this CGC 9.8 copy of Star Wars: The High Republic, the Han's variant, which is arguably the most desirable, is actually going to be the channel member upgrade giveaway, or you get your choice of any of these three. So Darth Lucian, if you win, you get Star Wars no matter what, buddy, because I don't think you're currently a channel member right now. Remember, hey, if you join as a channel member before the end of the episode, you can claim the channel member upgrade giveaway. So that's let's go back and let's see what the chat has to say before we keep it moving. All right, Jabba. Okay, they should let Timothy Zahn write the story. He did write the storyline. All they need to do is take the Heir to the Empire trilogy, the novels. If you haven't read them and you're a Star Wars fan, go read them now. They're amazing. So much lore came out of those novels that were written in the mid to late 90s. But they are fantastic. Timothy Zahn is amazing. And yes, if they had just adapted those three, but maybe changed the ages, would have been fantastic. All right, Mando is really the only good thing to come out of Disney Star Wars. Hey, again, all opinions are respected here. All right, Jabba became the Hutt because it's his favorite pizza joint, possibly. I like Pizza Hut as well. Pizza Hut. Spaceballs, that's right. Yep, Spaceballs, still one of the greatest Star Wars movies ever.
And it's getting a sequel.
Yeah, it's getting a sequel, and that's scary.
I
hope they're going to keep up the quality. Damn, is the real Batman hangry? All right, Spaceballs. Congrats. Yes, Obi was good. And somehow Obi had no burns. The show was garbage and ruined the original trilogy. Ouch. All right, stabbed twice with a lightsaber and survived once as a child and again as an adult. Which one was that? Is that Ahsoka? Not sure. All right. Bale as Thrawn might be better than Bale as Gore the God Butcher. I think it wouldn't take much to top Gore the God Butcher. He was wasted in that role.
Mm-hmm.
It was Poodoo Move Along. I don't even remember Obi-Wan. It sucked that bad. Right, there's Kenobi season 2. I think they canceled Kenobi season 2. Replay says, "Where's the greatest host? He's here. He's quietly. He's not happy. He's not happy, folks."
Yeah, Tino 73 just said something really good. I agree with that, Captain. Too.
Tony Stank says, "Please don't let them destroy Obi-Wan anymore. They already made a bumbling idiot in the show." I didn't think it was that bad. Liam Neeson is Thrawn? No, I wouldn't want to see him back. Tate Prime says, "Carlos, Jim, Paul, I guess." Chat, what's up?
And Tate.
Liz Barnes says, "Hey, we hit 30 likes. Good. Awesome. Hey, look who's dropping in the chat. Aolwolf, good to see you. Glad that you're here." All right. Mads Mikkelsen would have been a great Thrawn. Well, he was already in Star Wars, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, he is.
All right. Let's see. What number is that Star Wars? This is Star Wars The High Republic number 1. And then this is Dr. Aphra number 23. So, so it's not neither of them is like the main Star Wars deal. So okay, so yeah, this is like the first appearance of Keeve Trennis Skier. It's like the one with all the first appearances in it. It's that first issue, this cover is more desirable, I think, than even the 1 in 25. So all right, let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and give my this. All right. So we got our new hashtag in here. I'm going to go and drop it in the chat. All right, let's queue up the next subject. All right, hey, we're having a good discussion on Star Wars. I love it when not everybody agrees. But hey, let's get to something else that I'm sure we're going to have some strong opinions on. All right, so we got news yesterday that Sony has definitively stated that they are putting an end to their own Spider-Man-less villains universe. So Kraven the Hunter will be the last live-action Spider-Man villain movie that they will make.
Oh, thank God.
They said that's it. They said they're only, from here forward, they're only going to focus on the combined live-action Spider-Man movies with the MCU. They're going to focus on the animated Miles Morales movies and then the Spider Noir series starring Nicolas Cage. But they said that after Kraven the Hunter, they are done and they're not going to make any more. So after, it only took them 7 movies to learn that they needed to stop. Yeah. So, all right. So of course, what do you guys think about that? Jen, what do you think about that?
Well, when you make garbage after garbage after garbage and garbage and garbage and garbage, and you keep losing money and losing money and losing money and take a shit on yourself, yeah, I guess it's time that you've learned your lesson, right? Because that's what you are. You're garbage. Anyway, so
let's recap real quick for those keeping score. All right, what are the movies we've got that came out? Okay, it was Venom.
But Venom wasn't the problem. That wasn't never. It was okay. So you got let's really. We're not talking about Tobey Maguire. We're not talking about the Amazing Spider-Man.
No. What are the villain? Right? Spider-Man villain verse. Spider-Man villain. It was Venom 1.
There will be Carnage, right? Venom,
Morbius.
The last Morbius, that Venom terrible 2. Adam Webb movie. Oh God, what a horrendous movie! What a piece of crap. The antagonist's weakness was a billboard, right? Okay, great writing there, Sony idiots. Anyways,
is it? Wait, hang on. It's Venom 1, Morbius, Venom 2, Madam Web, Venom 3, and Kraven.
Yeah.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, and the problem was that, if they didn't treat Carnage like crap and they would have maybe written that movie a little bit better, you would have still had the character around, right? And you could have done more things with the character, but you killed him off, right? Because you thought that was smart. Then you also did Madam Web. Nobody cares about Madam Web. Her, nobody cares about her. I mean, why even introduce her? You were better off getting, Sweetie, whatever her name is, good old Jugs. You could have gotten her to play Spider-Woman, right? You could have gotten her to play Spider-Woman, and that would have been it. Everybody would have gone to go watch that movie just because she's hot.
Oh, man. They're trying to get her as Felicia Hardy in the main MCU.
No, that's fine. But what I'm saying
is,
awesome
if she's in there.
These problems that they created for themselves because, we can't do it this way, or we don't have the power. Even Kraven, right? I saw the first 10-15 minutes of that movie. It looks like, if it wasn't called Kraven the Hunter, I'm sure the movie would have been like, holy crap, this is a movie that I'd probably go support. But I'm not gonna go watch it. And also you stole what's his name? his origins. You stole Catman's origins. Why would you do that? I mean, he's what? He's not Craven the Hunter. He's Catman. I mean, you stole his origins. I mean, but then again, you also stole Aquaman's origins for Namor, because Namor doesn't have a weakness, but Aquaman does. I mean, he gets out of the water, he gets weak. Namor doesn't have a weakness. But anyways, these idiotic things that these directors and writers come up with. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna write a story, and I'm like, no, you're a moron, and you shouldn't have done that, because now a lot of us are not gonna go watch the movie. Because word to mouth does get around. You may not think it does, but it does, and there's a lot of haters. The minute these haters become toxic, me including me, I'm not toxic, but I will become one, and I'll tell everybody, hey, don't fucking go watch that movie. Don't watch that shit. Don't watch it. And people won't. It is what it is, man. You dug your own grave, and now you're gonna bury yourself with it. So there you go. Now just give the rights over back to Marvel, so we can continue on without you. Just continue making your trashy TV, Sony.
Well, you know, here's the thing. I think, okay, look, I'll give it to him. You know that try it once, right, Sony? You know, try it once, right? That was okay. So that was Venom 1, right? But I think what happened was Venom kept, because of the enduring popularity of the character, and because of Tom Hardy just having fun playing that role. I think that kept kind of luring them back, but then all of a sudden when they realized, wait a second, you know, Venom is the only thing that people care about, and that's going to, you know, Venom is going to get incorporated into the MCU, they realized, you know what, we can't keep this going. Now, the only thing that I would have been mildly interested in was seeing Andrew Garfield return as his own version of Spider-Man in this universe, but I think they kind of threw that out when they brought them all together for No Way Home. And so I think at that point Sony was kind of stuck, because all the popular Spider-Man villains had been pulled into, or most of the popular villains had been pulled into the MCU, and then the multiverse established. So then it was like, okay, you know, we're gonna have to, you know, we're gonna have to come back to Disney and to Marvel and work with them to do it. I am saddened that they kind of spoiled some of these villains in live action, because I really would have loved to see an MCU version of Morbius going up against an MCU version of Blade. Like, I mean, imagine that for Wesley Snipes' send-off as Blade. He goes up against Morbius. I mean, that would have been awesome. That would have been fantastic. Not in a Blade movie, but like in a Midnight Suns movie, where they're teaming up, and Morbius is one of the ones that they're having to, you know, fight against, or, you know, work alongside, or, you know, they could have worked it in together and had made it work. But I mean, trying to do these standalone Spider-Man villain movies, I just don't understand.
I thought they were going to. I thought they were just going to bring these characters over, because Noel is going to be in Spider-Man 4, from what they were saying. At the end of Venom 3, you kind of connect, you know, the MCU, and it's like, oh, he's coming to the MCU and so forth. So, and now the rumors are going around that that's probably true. So, I mean, Morbius might, like I said, I didn't have a problem with Jared Leto being Morbius. You know, I thought he did it.
Yeah, I didn't either. My problem, like I said, is, guys, it's like if you got a bunch of corporate heads, right, that just want to make money, and they're like, you know what, screw the fans, like screw Wolverado and Ryan Riley and Liz Barnes and A-Wolf and Paul back there hiding behind his toy. And so the thing is, they're like, hold on, sorry about real that, fans. Who gives a crap about them? We just want to make up. We just want millions and millions of dollars, and we're just gonna get this guy that did Gossip Girl and this guy that did
Dawson's Creek, and we're gonna combine them together to write Madam Web. Right, guys? Let's do Madam Web. We'll call it Madam Web in the Creek, right? And it's like, well, dude, I think it'll sell with the female market. No, dude, it's not. It didn't sell. Nobody went to watch your crappy movie. All you had to do was get Sweeney, whatever her name is, good old Jugs. You could have gotten her dressed up as Spider-Woman.
She's beautiful, but she's a talented actress. Okay?
Yes, you could have just gotten her and her talent.
No, that's the way.
And you could have made a great movie around her. It would have been just her, not like 10 characters and a billboard that squashed one. Okay.
Well, I think there's a million different ways that Sony could have handled it, and they chose probably I mean, I get what they were trying to do, but I would have thought that after Morbius, they would have said, "Okay, wait, hang on, let's pause it." But like on paper, yeah, I mean, they really fouled up Madam Web, and then Venom 2, Venom 3. I think again, it speaks more to the popularity of the character and his universe than it does to their talent at putting together, well, and to Tom Hardy's likability as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like, those two things, the character and his universe and Tom Hardy, that's what made it be more than terrible, because it was going to be terrible without either of those two elements, but I think, but I'm glad. I'm all in all, I'm glad. I'm hoping that Sony is going to understand that, hey, we can still get a chunk of the profits every time Spider-Man is used, but if we just throw our efforts behind what they're going to keep doing with this, hopefully the next Spider-Man trilogy will be as good as the first Spider-Man trilogy from Marvel. Still,
you got Zab, right, by Doctor Strange.
Everybody's forgotten him now.
Yeah, he's forgotten.
So
this is my take on this. The elephant in the room is that everybody was mad at each Spider Sony movie because Spider-Man was not in it. Every time I would see Venom, Morbius. I mean, I think the best part of Morbius was when he met up with Michael Keaton at the end, and everybody was like, "Oh wow, the Spider-Verse Sonyverse is going to merge with the Marvel universe."
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I agree with you and Jen. They should kill it because you need to reach out to your fans and say, "Hey, what do y'all want?" And like you said, Andrew Garfield coming back, that probably would have been better as a void to fill for Tom Holland. I mean, what's his name for Spider-Man?
Wait, Hardy or Holland?
No, Holland. Tom Holland.
Yeah, Tom Holland.
So Andrew Garfield in the Sonyverse, and then you had Tom Holland in the MCU verse. That probably would have worked because a lot of people loved seeing him back.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people loved seeing Tobey Maguire back.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I've always heard at each movie is there's no Spider-Man. These are Spider-Man villains, and you have no Spider-Man. I mean, yeah, I guess they were trying to do Venom standalone. But I mean, like Jen said, me too. I thought they would use Carnage as like you had Venom, then Carnage, then you had all the other symbiotes. Why bite his head off and kill them all? That doesn't make any sense to me. And it was played by a good what? Watch it replay. They don't have enough for me and Billy, right, Billy? Anyway, but like I was saying, I agree with Jen. Carnage was a big anchor. I think they could have explored more. No, coming in, they could take off with Venom, but they needed Spider-Man in there. I mean, a little bit, but have him in there, or even have him in the black suit in one of the Venom movies. Then that would have taken off.
And the crazy thing was,
like I said, Sony, I'm available if you want to change the Spider-Verse. I get it going.
No, I agree. Like I just want to add on to this. Like you're 100% right. So like the thing is that they don't own the rights to certain characters. They could have easily brought in someone like Ben Reilly, right? It's a different multiverse. They could have brought
the cartoon. You're exactly right. The cartoon is doing way better than the movies.
Yes.
What the hell?
So the thing is, they could have brought in like Ben Reilly, right? They could have done that first. They could have brought in Ben Reilly. He contracts the Venom suit, and then they make a separate Venom movie through that, where he meets Spider-Man, but it's just not Peter Parker, it's Ben Reilly. They could have done so many things with that universe, and it's unfortunate because, like I said, it's corporate.
Not even using the MCUs. So they're in the Sonyverse. They could have used Tom Holland as the Sonyverse person, or just get another totally different Sony.
Well, they use each other's, like, yeah, you're right. Tom Holland could have jumped across and been like, hey, since you're letting us use.
I'm telling you, Sony, if you would have had the black suit on Spider-Man, that top 10 movie ever.
See, guys, Paul be saying some right things sometimes. You just got to give him. You just got to give him that moment. This is his moment. Like,
all right.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Let's keep it moving. We're going to get the next subject going, and then we're going to do our giveaway, our second giveaway of the night, because we are a little bit out in where we're past the first hour of the show. Hey, thanks to everybody for hanging out and being here with us. Please do consider becoming a channel member here on the channel. There are quite a few cool perks that you can do that you can use that you can get for joining. If you decide to do the Man of Steel, for $4.99 a month, you get custom emojis, loyalty badges, early access to videos, and members-only live streams for only $4.99 a month. For the web wall crawler, I did change this back in January to where now for only $9.99 a month, you get all the benefits of the first tier, but you also get a quarterly curated care package with at least one comic with a retail value of at least $10 shipped to your door. This is the lower 48 states only. The Dark Knight tier is our most popular tier. This is $14.99 a month. You get all the previous ones, plus a quarterly care package featuring at least 5 curated comic books with a retail value of over $50 based on information provided by you, shipped to your door for the lower 48 states only. And then the Claude Knucklehead is for our Canadian members, because this does include Canadian shipping. But it's all the same as the previous tiers, but just with additional dollars for that. For those who wondered about how does it work, how do I know what you like, there is a form that gets sent to all of our channel members, and I'm actually going to do something I've never done before, and I'm going to show it to y'all right now so you can check it, so you can see, okay, so this is what he's talking about. But this is this is it right here. Let me go ahead and bring this up. All right, so when you choose to join as a channel member, you get a link to this form here. And as you can see, it's quite lengthy. It asks for all your information, as well as mailing address, who are your top 5 comic characters, what is your favorite type of geeky comic merchandise, t-shirt size, yeah, and then anything else that I should know about you as a comic book collector.
Damn.
So this form goes, a link to this within a few, yeah, it is a very detailed form. The guy, everybody who's joined remembers, but the deal is that it is this is how I know what it is that you like, so that I can do the shopping for you. Because what it is essentially is it's a mystery box built around what you like and the types of books you like. People have asked in the past, hey, what if I like only Bronze Age books? Then you put that in the other stuff that Carlos needs to know about me. If it's what if I, like ratio variants? Okay, put that in the section. They're left open. They're left very open with just long blanks, so that it gives you a lot of room to say, hey, look, these are the kind of books I'm looking for. These are the characters that I like. These are the types of stories that I like. Any of that kind of stuff you can do, and it gives me something to go off of for shopping for you. And I think our Dark Knight tier members have been pretty happy with the books they've been getting, and I do try to space it out so there's.
You're welcome.
There. Paul does pop in, and I do like to run the books by Paul. But sometimes he'll say, I don't know about that one, and so I'll drop it, and then he'll say, oh yeah, that's a good one. Put that one in there. But yeah, got plenty of cool stuff, and with that, so and even more plans. So make sure that you consider doing it, because it is a way to help support the channel. And the promise I made is going to carry over into next season as well. If we get 25 channel members, we're approaching halfway. If we get 25 channel members at any tier, I will turn off commercials for the giveaway show. So that's because that's kind of the threshold that we want to be at. Because yeah, this helps pay for everything that you see on the giveaway show. In addition to our channel sponsor, it's a lot that goes into producing this channel and the show and all the videos and all the different live streams. So please do consider that. Another thing you can do is, if you just want to give a one-time gift, you can do a super chat. There's buttons for it on YouTube where you can drop, like, it's basically like a tip. You can choose any amount you want and drop that in there. And again, that's just another way that helps make sure that the channel keeps running, and that all the different expenses that are incorporated into it, everything from the music that we hear to the graphics that get done, to prizes, to the shipping for all the prizes, all that stuff is covered out of those. Even StreamYard, which is the program that we use to run the live streams, that costs money. So, and it's gone up in price. It almost doubled. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff here, guys. So thank y'all for doing it. I love connecting covers. I need the new Green Lantern ones. Okay, that's good to know. I will write that down. Carlos, that's a nice Zorro book back there. Yes, it certainly is. I'm very excited about it. It's part of the run. All right, no section for woke books and how to help transition. Very disappointing. I don't know what that woke books and how to help transition. I don't know what that means. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Do it. Feel free. Hey,
replays is messing with you.
It is a very detailed form.
It's worse than a job application, guys.
Well,
I apologize. Hold on, I just want to apologize to you guys. This is worse than a job application, guys. Good Lord.
Gosh. All right. And hey, listen, I have had people message me about with requests to go into their box, and I do try to find those books as well.
They message you and say, "Can you help me on line 31.1B? Can you help me on this one? I'm confused, Carlos."
No, they've messaged and they've said, "Hey, there's a new book that came out, a cover. Do you think you can snag that and throw it in my box?" Yes. Now, it does count against the total dollar amount. But yeah, and it's like, case in point, El Green machine. I'm not calling him out or anything, because this is like a huge benefit that he's got coming his way. Or I think it might have already gone out to him, or maybe it's still in his box. El Green messaged about Monsters #1, the Incredible Hulk 340 homage. Now, if you didn't know, those books have gone crazy in price. Yeah. It only counted against like the cover, like $4 or $5. I mean, it's like a $30 book now, and he got it at cover price. And he didn't even, it's rolled into his care package. So, because he messaged and he said, "Hey, I like these types of books." It wasn't on the form, but he messaged and he said, "I like these types of books."
It wasn't on the form. It wasn't on subsection C.
I didn't even know that book had come out. I didn't know anything about monsters, but I happened to find that cover. I snagged it. No, El Green, it's yours. It's yours. If you haven't, if it wasn't in one of your care packages already, it's sitting in your box. So yeah, it's yours. But it's,
I will say that Carlos does go out there and look for you guys books. I mean, he does have a list, and he's over there looking, and then he tells me, "Hey, I'm looking for this so-and-so book." I'm like, "Oh, good luck. You ain't going to find that book here." But then we go to the other Lone Star, and we find all the books that all the channel members are going. So yeah, it's another added benefit, guys. But we appreciate the support and everything from you guys. Sorry about the long, lengthy form, but I didn't know it was that bad, guys.
You know what, man? I will say this. You know,
That's
I will say, hey, El Green Machine, man, you're a good dude, and thanks a lot for supporting the channel since I think like day one or something. It's like, thanks for doing that.
If it's not on the form, it's a personal.
We need to bring them back on the show just to.
No, it's fine. No, it's well, Dagger. You've done it too. You did it too. There was there was some book that came out that they all wanted, like several of them wanted, and I went and grabbed like 3 or 4 copies of it and I dropped it in everybody's box. The box is like the way it works is there's a whole short box, and everybody has a divider, and then I'll go every time I go out shopping, I'll come back and I'll drop books in there, and like somebody got one of these in their section.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
Yeah. So that one went in somebody's box.
Angela. Yeah. For those that don't know, it's the first one. Paul's gonna show his 10 Angelas that he has back there. You know,
man, I wish I had one of those.
What is that? Like
I didn't get one of those this week, guys, but I got a little new book that came out. Carlos saw it.
Right. So let's go ahead and let's do our because we still got to get to the whole Captain America stuff that we haven't even got to DC. Producer Weapon X is already saying you guys better end on time. You've got 10 minutes. So let's go and do our second giveaway of the night, and then we're going to wrap it up with quick discussion on Captain America 4 and Chris Evans returning in Avengers Doomsday. Wow, I didn't see that coming, but here we go.
All
right, so here's the deal.
Jen already knew about this.
Ryan Riley, hey, I'll tell you, Ryan Riley, that's actually a spare copy. So if you are, if you guys want to join, you're welcome to join tonight.
I don't even have one of those Angels.
All right, it's Ross in Comics. What's up? Good to see you. Glad that you're popping in and saying hey to us. All right, let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Remember, if you are a channel member and you win, you can pick the slab. You can pick this slab right here, this 9.8 Hans variant. If you are not a channel member, you still got cool variant covers to pick from. We got Doc Afra number 23. This is the Darth Maul version. I got a couple of these. And then I've got Poison Ivy, the Lobos variant. And then I've got Poison Ivy, the David Nakayama Artist Spotlight variant. So really cool books. All right. They must pull Captain America out of time. I don't know, man. I'm curious about it. I'm really curious about how they're going to make it work.
He's going to do the Red Skull, guys.
Not ruin his perfect ending in at the end of Endgame. All right, here it is, folks. We're going to go ahead and run this 26 entries. Good luck to everybody, and thanks to everybody for viewing tonight and for hanging out with us for our second to last episode of season 6. Looking forward to it, folks. Here we go. Good luck. Wait, can you all see it? Yes, you can see it. All right, here we go. All right. Bam! There we go. All right, good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. No, stop saying that, 3 good nerds. I don't want to win. Liz Barnes.
Oh, Barnes, look at that.
There she is. Liz Barnes. All right, Liz Barnes. Here's the deal.
Wait a minute, so that means I didn't win.
Oh, gosh. All right, so Liz Barnes, here's the deal. Liz Barnes, I think you are a channel member still, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, so I believe so, yes. Yes, you are, yeah. Upgrade, please. Congratulations, Liz Barnes is going to take down Star Wars The High Republic #1, the Hans variant cover. Now, keep in mind, this is a whole bunch of first appearances from The High Republic, including Keith Trennis, Skier, Loden Greatstorm, Stellan Gios, and Vernestra Rowe, who appeared in the Acolyte.
Let me see that slab a little closer. Let me see that slab.
Congratulations to you.
All right, easy with the slab, man.
For being a channel member, because here's the cool thing. You don't have to be at any certain tier to claim the upgrade giveaway. You just have to be a channel member. That's the cool thing. So it doesn't matter what tier you're at, you can still claim it. All right, so Liz Barnes, this is going to go drop in your box. You have a considerable, or you actually have a couple books. I think I shipped out a bunch to you. But yeah, then we've got the, this is going to drop this in your box. And then, I love it. Look, wait, hang on. I gotta do this. All right, I've been sending Paul $5 a month to be a channel member, but I don't have a highlighted name. Paul, what do you have to say?
You know what? You ain't going. Oh! I found some.
Oh, wait! Hey, show the corner. Show the corner. His is different.
Corner content, Paul. Corner content.
Corner content.
Yeah. Oh, that's a newsstand of Angela's first appearance. Spawn number 9. All right, nice. All right, that was good. All right, hey, congratulations. All right, when Liz wins, you win, Paul. All right.
Yeah, right, Wolverado. Don't lie.
Congratulations. All right, congratulations, Liz Barnes. This is yours now. Gonna drop this in your box. Same for Gerald Yates. Gerald Yates, you got like a massive suitcase of stuff to ship. I don't know, brother. We gotta figure out a way to get you your stuff. All right. So hey, thanks so much for everybody. As we close it out, let's jump into this discussion. All right. Okay. Captain America 4. Poor test screenings yet again. This is the 3rd time in a row. They've just gone back into reshoots. The movie comes out in February. I don't know. That trailer that was giving Winter Soldier vibes, I was liking it. They were saying Winter Soldier. I don't know if we're going to get, I don't know how much Winter Soldier we're going to get. I feel like it's going to veer more towards She-Hulk territory. And I'm worried. I'm worried because of a lot of reasons.
You don't think it'll tie into the Thunderbolt?
No, I mean it might, but I'm not saying Thunderbolts. But Thunderbolts had really great trailers. It had a really great trailer.
I think they're doing reshoots because they may have Green Hulk versus Red Hulk. That's what I'm thinking.
I
don't think so, because in the comic, then them two battle it out.
Well, I'm about to say, do they get it on? I'm about to say, no, Paul, they don't.
Oh man. Oh, that would be awkward. All right, no, okay, so no, but seriously though, I mean, I could see, like, how does a non-powered Sam Wilson take on the Red Hulk? Why would you choose Red Hulk as the villain, right? If you wanted to do a grounded Winter Soldier-esque story.
Maybe they're bringing back Chris Evans.
Huh?
Maybe they're bringing back Chris Evans. That's why he's been announced for Avengers.
He's not coming back until Doomsday.
What?
He's not in Captain America 4.
He's got to be.
By the way, now there are rumors that Anthony Mackie is upset about them announcing Chris Evans returning in Doomsday. So now you have that dynamic because you've got 2 Captain Americas. So what happens there?
But that happens in the comics too, though, Carlos.
No, I know, but I mean, it's obvious that it
happens.
I don't think a lot of these actors read the comic books.
Which is
there's no reason to be an alternate universe of Captain America, or do you think it's going to be Hydra with Hydra?
I'm wondering if it's Captain Hydra.
Captain Hydra.
See, that's where I'm glad that I was thinking it and you guys said it, because that's exactly what I was thinking about. I mean,
I'm terrified that it is, because I was not a fan of Captain Hydra, that whole story arc. I mean, unless you make it super clear that it's the multiverse, and unless you bring back regular Steve Rogers. But see, that's the thing. The whole Captain Hydra. Oh God. Oh.
So what do you think that they're bringing back? Their MCU scared. They're going down the wrong way, and so they're trying to bring back
I got worried. I got worried that. Well, see, that's the thing. El Green. So El Green Machines. Did Sam get juiced up? Did he get the super soldier serum? No, he's still the regular.
He never does.
But what they're doing is they're saying that Sam Wilson can handle a Hulk because of the Wakandan suit that he has.
Oh yeah,
there's no way. There's no way. Because even Black Panther in a Wakandan suit, it's because he drinks the purple heart herb. That's what gives him the power. It's not.
I think the Green Hulk's going to be in there to help him out. I think maybe the Thunderbolt may show up in there, probably.
Yeah, but I don't feel good about either movie, man. I don't feel good about Thunderbolt, and I don't. I'm scared. I'm not. Here's the thing. I just don't care.
I would have been okay if they had done a really taut, grounded thriller with like a grounded, like with that random Serpent Society character that Bridger or whoever he is that Giancarlo Esposito is playing. If they had him be the main villain and elevated him and had Sam Wilson going up against him and the whole Serpent Society, it kind of built them up as like a real espionage kind of Hydra-esque type of thing.
Yeah, you want someone like a Madam Hydra.
That would have been kind of cool, you know. Yeah. But by throwing in Red Hulk, it's like so kind of out of whack. It's too fantastical for that type of a movie.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with both of you. So I agree on the sense that
they're probably introducing him for the long run of going to Doomsday and Secret Wars. Maybe that's why they're introducing the Red Hulk.
So I don't think Red Hulk survives past the end of this movie.
What?
I don't. I'm sorry. I think because again, I think that's another mistake they're going to make. I think they're going to kill him off, and I think he's done.
I don't think they can. I don't think they will. I think it's going to be big Hulk, Red Hulk versus Green Hulk, man.
No, because think about it. No, just think about this. Harrison Ford is not going to sign on for
like 5 movies.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah. He's too old.
He's not going to die probably before the 5th one. But anyways, the thing is, damn. Anyway, so remember the Suicide Squad movie that came out with what's his name? The Air. What was it? The Air.
Oh yeah, the first Suicide Squad.
That was the problem with that team, right? Is that they chose the Witch as like such a powerful character, and it was just a bunch of humans fighting her. And I feel like the fear that you have is the same fear I had for that film, which is why I was like, you know what? You know, there's not a single person in this team that can take out the Enchantress. I think that was her name. So I think that's the fear that you have right now, and the doubts that I have that which probably prove that this movie's probably going to be like 5-6 steps back, and it won't even be that Mackie didn't do a good job, because he's probably going to do a great job. It won't be because Sebastian didn't do a good job, because he's probably going to do a good job. It'll be because the story and the plot just didn't add up. And they should have done like someone like a Madam Hydra. Now remember, there are like versions of Madam Hydra. Remember, in the actual Captain America run, the Captain America run that ran in 2005, shot in the head.
Madam Hydra's not in this movie. She's not.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, I agree with you on they should have chosen a human character, a humanized character that's killable. Like someone that can get, that they can defeat, who is very intelligent. And what they should have done was they should have chosen the Red Skull's daughter, which is Madam Hydra. She's the second Madam Hydra in Captain America, in the Captain America run in 2005. Right before he gets shot in the head, in the first 35, 40 issues, they're taking on Madam Hydra. They're fighting her. It's the Winter Soldier, Captain America, Sam Wilson. So you can do this without Captain America. He's gone. Since you guys want to change things, and since you guys don't read comic books, maybe you need someone like Carlos, Paul, and probably myself to step in and hold your ball so you can think. Because it seems like you guys are all out of ideas. And at this point, I've already told you, man, I stopped at Deadpool and Wolverine.
Now, let me ask you guys something. Is it because of the way the movies have been going? Is that why y'all are in this scared mode?
I'm not scared. I already told you.
Their track record hasn't been that good.
I already know their demise. They're already taking a shit on themselves. Yeah, El Green. I meant metaphorically. I mean, unless they pay me a shitload of money. Anyways, the thing is,
so you don't think the main actor of that's playing Captain America now wanted to do this and bring in those characters?
I don't know what.
I read a report that
Anthony Mackie has no say in the script.
Yeah, but wasn't he upset when they announced that, or they did the Captain America 4, but then they got overshadowed by Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Dr. Doom?
He wasn't upset. He wasn't upset at that point. The only rumor I've been hearing that he's upset now is because they're bringing back Chris Evans.
Because I think wasn't him and Tom Holland going back and forth? Like, he's like, don't you?
Well, that was a joke. I mean, Spider-Man and the Falcon. I'm sorry, the Falcon.
Oh, because I mean, he actually said it in an interview. He's like, I'm taking Tom Holland to see Captain America 4.
Yeah, that's just PR stuff.
You think so?
I'm not sure.
He kind of upset about it.
I think
do well, man. I don't think Phase 5 is going to end strong or whatever. I don't think.
Yeah, I agree with the Chad. I agree with the Chad. Me and Billy would have our own movie, and Jen and Carlos would have a TV show. I agree with that.
Yeah, well,
Anthony Mackie is a solid actor. He's a fantastic actor, but I think I don't believe it's his fault that about this. I think the problem is that the quality of storytelling from modern storylines, which is the whole transition from, well, like, it's few and far between. When you think about like Captain America books, one of the most recent great storylines from Captain America, like in the past 20 years, was the Winter Soldier storyline, the Man Out of Time, that whole arc.
It made it good because it was Bucky, and then that really hurt Cap.
Yeah. I mean, it was just but the reason it was so good was because of the writing. Because Ed Brubaker is a fantastic writer.
You found out your sidekick, who you thought was dead, is the person you're hunting, the Winter Soldier. I mean, that would mess up a normal person.
Yeah. So all right, let's jump into this. Okay, so we already talked about you. So Chris Evans coming back in Doomsday. Let's jump real quick to the DC universe because so Creature Commandos has dropped now. That is the official first part of the new DC universe under James Gunn and Peter Safran. If you'll remember, about a little over a year ago, they took over. Superman is coming out, I think, next summer. And so what I'm hearing is that we're going to get a trailer, the first trailer for Superman right around Christmas Day. And that's kind of what I'm hearing, is that we'll get the first look at the live-action Superman. I've heard that it's supposed to be amazing, that it's really good. But I think it's interesting because we just had the end of the CW, and hey, if you are any kind of a fan of Superman, I'm just going to say you need to do yourself a favor and go watch Superman and Lois, because that quietly became over the past 4 seasons. This season was the last. They just had the season ender, which you will not make it through the end of the last episode without crying. I mean,
I didn't cry. I was like, thank God this is over.
I mean, he's right. I mean,
he's right. Nobody cried at the end.
I didn't cry, but I'm just saying that what he's saying is
wild. yeah, it's wild that like nobody was really paying attention to Superman and Lois.
No one.
No,
But
I caught a few
it
things.
has steadily, but you know, like it was never like, like front page news, you know. But then but it has steadily built out this really amazing storyline that was fresh and new, you know, because it's Superman with a son. You know, there's elements of it in the comics, but this is something really special and really fresh and really new. And then just the way they ended it, I mean, they knocked it out of the park. So I
feel like
it's interesting.
It was good because it was over.
Because
it was
because
good.
that
It was actually
ended,
good. It wasn't bad at all. It was actually really good.
Good riddance. Come on, James Gunn. Let's get some good stuff now.
I don't know
it
about
ended, but it's interesting that you know, I think it's going to be. I'm curious about how his trailer is received after a really high quality series finale like that, because I mean it's gone somewhat viral, you know, with
People cried because they were like, "Good, it's over."
with how good it is. So I don't know, but did you watch it all the way through, Jim? The whole series?
No. What I'm doing right now is I'm actually catching back up on like the older stuff, so that I transition my way to that, because I haven't watched the finale to Flash. I haven't watched the finale to Supergirl.
Flash, really?
Yeah, no, seriously. Like I'm what I'm doing is I'm catching up on it, and I'm eventually going to, because I try to catch some episodes a couple of days ago to see where it was at, and all I heard was really good feedback. So the thing is, I'm not a big Tyler, what's his name, the guy that was, because he's always going to be a werewolf to me, all right? So
yeah,
right,
yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the casting, but he plays such a good Clark Kent, and he has this charm about him as Superman, even though he doesn't really look like Superman. There's something about the guy that's almost like, you know what? He could probably be Superman, and that's probably why he gets away with it, because he plays Clark so well that when you see him as Superman, you're like, okay, all right. For a TV version of Superman, I think it's probably one of the better ones. I mean, I wasn't a big fan. Like I said, I wasn't a big fan of the actor.
That's what I was trying to tell these guys.
But I liked it. Hey, everyone has their own cup of tea, you know.
No, man, that's facts, man.
A little bit more sugar than mine.
It's
anyways. So my only issue right now is that I don't think David Corn Sweat is going to do as well as you think he is. I mean, I know Carlos is I think he's very excited. I think Paul, I don't know where Paul is with this. He's probably 50-50. But what happened to this, man? I mean, remember this guy was like super jacked? I mean, he was super jacked, right? And then they gave him like this Captain Marvel suit. Like, you know, he's wearing like this really crappy 80s like Captain Marvel suit. It's like, what's wrong with you? Like, you know, I like I said, I like James Gunn. I don't have a problem with him. I think he's all there for the most part. You know, he's mature. He wants to create all these great characters, especially minor characters.
Yeah, obscure characters.
Bring them to the screen.
Yeah.
But his choice of presenting these characters, it's almost like, I hope that that's not the end product, because I think that's the I guess the doubt that I have is that is the end product. I don't see, and people are like, well, there's going to be CGI over. I'm like, a CGI over a suit that doesn't fit? I mean, it's one thing if he was wearing a green suit and it was big and stuff. You know, I get it. But it's not a green suit. It's an actual suit, and he's walking around in it. You know? I mean, Tom Holland has more ass than that guy. I mean, just think about it, man. The guy's been working out, and the dude's like, he looks like this, right? Come on, man. Like, he looks like that, right? Inside the suit, he looks like that. But we're getting this chubby Superman, you know, who doesn't look anything like Superman. He is supposed to have the best metabolism on this planet. And we're getting this. Anyways, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling too fond of the actor choice, and I'm not fond of this trailer showing up anytime either. Like I said, I don't really care about the DCU or whatever they're going to call this universe.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't.
Come on.
I don't know. And I heard Creature Commando got mixed reviews from fans and critics.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're already on a bad start. They're not like, oh, yeah, it's great. People hate the word woke or whatever, right? But, yeah, a lot of it has to do with that. So, it's you're pushing ideas, and there was a lot of necrophilia that was going on in that show and a lot of other weird stuff. And I think that's what pushed a lot of people away. They're like, we don't want to see this. So and the fans are kind of like being split already. The fans are already split on the actor, right? Because they like Henry Cavill. They're split on the suit. If you want split fans, that means you're not going to have high profit. So,
yeah.
I mean,
I'm curious, man. I'm curious. I want to see the first look at it. I want to see the first trailer. My thought process right now on it is, I'm excited for an interconnected DC universe. That's the thing I'm most excited for. But I'm also I think what Superman and Lois did was it reminded me that the CW gave us an interconnected universe minus Batman, like all throughout all those different shows. Because if you think about it, the CW the DC superhero series started all the way back with season 1 of Smallville, and it just concluded like 2 weeks ago for the last episode of Superman and Lois. It was 29 years and 80 something seasons of I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Wow, that was awesome.
So, but I don't know. We'll see. The necrophilia thing that threw me off.
No, it is. I mean, there's a lot of it in there, and so like Tate Prime said some. He said some really good stuff, and he's right. Everyone likes different things, and I agree with him.
Well, I do want to shout. I want to shout him out real quick here, Jen. Let me shout him out. Here's the deal. Superman and Lois is awful. I actually agree with Paul on this. It's way too soap opera-ish. So here's the thing. Yeah, it is to personal taste. The hallmark of the CW shows was a more soap opera-ish,
awful,
kind of sugary drama feel to it, which I happen to be okay with. I happen to like that. But not everybody likes it. Last Superman was great. Gets lost in comics is that would definitely have everyone leaving the cinema halls with smiles on their faces. Remember, Paul cheered when Old Yeller was killed. I never will say someone is wrong for liking something. I'm very hard on anything Superman. No, I get it. I hear it.
Yeah, I mean, what these guys
when you had such a definitive, when you had such a definitive portrayal as Christopher Reeve as the first modern live-action Superman, at that point, everybody else is just trying to live up to that standard and get out from under that shadow.
But so, look what you just said, Carlos. That's the, and I would agree with Tate on that. Is that my favorite Superman is Christopher Reeves, and I'm sorry. That's one of the reasons I didn't get into Lois and Clark. But everyone has told me, not just you, but everyone has said, "Hey, man, why haven't you watched Lois and Clark? It's really good." And I caught
you mean Lois and Clark? Remember, there was 2 live action shows. There was Lois and Clark, and then there was Superman and Lois.
And Lois and Clark is good too, man. I like Dean Cain.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. There's been so many live action Superman. Like even Dean Cain was cool. For his
reasons. But he's good. But
Tate, for instance, I really like Creature Commandos. However, the music is not great. I don't remember any Necro. Future Batman popping into the chat as well. I haven't watched a lot of DC stuff because I'm waiting for the EDM product before I invest in anything now.
Wow.
Hey, to each their own. Hey, it's been good to go over these. We are out of time, and Producer Weapon X is messaging and saying that we're
I'm just glad the CW is over. That's all I got.
He'll be back, Paul. He'll be back just for you.
No.
He'll be back.
Okay. Oh, yeah. The Christopher Reeve documentary, Superman. It's
Yes.
fantastic.
Oh my God. That's so good.
No, I like George Reed.
Hey, thanks so much for tuning in tonight and being here with us. As always, it's been a pleasure to have each and every one of you here, even those catching it on the rewind. To the tons of people that tuned in tonight, we had a pretty good audience tonight. Thank you all for being here. And let me go drop it to the future Batman to give final thoughts and shout outs.
Hey, thanks guys for tuning in and just engaging. This is actually going to be my last episode for the season. I won't be on next week for the final episode because I have to work, which is why I've been on bi-weekly. But every time we get on, I always appreciate whenever we engage and we talk, and just truly, this is fun. And then also thanks for everyone that stuck around and heard my rant, because I know I rant sometimes, and not sometimes, like all the time. But just want to say, hey, from the deepest bottom of my heart, have a happy holiday, and Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. And I hope the next year, is good to you. Okay, we'll see you guys later.
All right. Here's Paul. Paul, tell everybody good night.
James Gunn, while I'm here, give us Batman Who Laughs, and give us the blue suit Superman. That's what I've been wanting, man. So stop messing around. Give us that, and congratulations to future Batman for his award he got for his heroism. Not all superheroes wear capes.
Oh,
So,
that's
congratulations,
sweet,
buddy.
man.
No, I remember, man.
I got a commemoration, guys, for saving someone's life at work. So
So congratulations
Thanks,
on that, buddy. And thank you for Carlos having us on all the time. And every Wednesday, I always come and enjoy being here with you guys. Billy's all dressed up, ready to go for Christmas. But check us out on the Christmas show, and check us out on Friday for the Comics on Demand. We weren't on last Friday due to some things we had to take care of, but we will be on this Friday. And thank you, Carlos, for having us on Wednesdays and keeping the thumbs up, guys. And thank you for supporting us.
Nice. All right. Hey, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. It is always special to have y'all here. It's always special to have Paul, Jen, and everybody else popping in. Thank y'all for being here tonight, and make sure and check out our show on Friday night, Comics on Demand. It goes from 6 p.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central. Tons of deals. 2 brand new pull boxes that Avi the Bearded Wonder has put together for us. So it's gonna be $2. It's gonna be 2 full $2 pull boxes. Modern DCs and modern Marvels. So if you're looking for any modern storylines, this is going to be the perfect thing. Plus, tons of claimed books for y'all. Been getting a lot of good feedback from people. I'm excited about the deals that they're getting and the books that they're getting. So make sure and tune in for that. If you're able to, we'd love to see you there. Otherwise, we will see you next week for the season finale for season 6 of the giveaway show. That'll be next week, 9 p.m. Central. And like I said, stay tuned because we might do a Christmas Eve, some sort of Christmas Eve live stream sometime during that time period. I don't know what the time would be on it yet, but I'm working on trying to see if it's something we can schedule. So,
yes,
so much. Thank you all for being here, and we will see y'all next time. Take care. All right. And I promise that we'll make sure that Paul behaves himself.
Oh, snaps, Paul.
Kind of. I know. Look, he's going to show. Coming soon to an episode of Comics on Demand near you. All right. We'll see you folks. Take care.